Guinea pig!
Hi, I'm Aline and welcome to my kitchen. And today I'm going to be making a carrot cake with cream cheese frosting. This was a request from a friend of mine named Vicki Taylor Doolin.
Thank you, Vicki.
And I'll be honest, it's probably been a good 25-30 years since I have made a carrot cake. So we're going to try this today and see how it turns out. Now I will be referring to my handy dandy little recipe here that I wrote down. And I will call out the ingredients here. And I don't know if half the guinea pig's going to zoom in on it or if I need to lift it up. We'll see. Okay, looks like he's going to zoom in for me.
Biggie was having to mess with his eyeballs.
Okay.
They needed cleaning.
Okay. We have 4 large eggs, 2 cups of granulated sugar, 3 cups of fine chopped shredded carrots, a half a cup of vegetable oil. You can use olive oil, grapeseed oil, whatever kind of oil you want to use on that. And I have 1 cup of applesauce. Now if you want to omit the applesauce, you will need to use 1.5 cups of vegetable oil. Okay, over here we have 2 cups of flour, self-rising flour, 1 teaspoon of salt that needs to be mixed in with the flour, and 2 teaspoons of ground cinnamon that again needs to be mixed in with the flour. Over here we have 1/4 cup of chopped walnuts, 1 20-ounce can of crushed pineapple that has been drained, and I've got 3/4 cup of raisins. And when it comes to the walnuts and raisins, you can use 1 cup of walnuts and omit the raisins. You can use 1 cup of raisins and omit the walnuts. You can use 1/2 cup of each, or like I did, 3/4 and 1/4. I just happen to have only 1/4 cup of walnuts left, so that's why I did that. Okay, to get started, I'm going to have to beat my eggs and my sugar and stuff together. And if y'all know me by now, yes, I'm just going to crack these things right into the bowl. Okay, there's my 4 eggs. I'm going to set that off to the side there. And it calls for the sugar. I'll go ahead and add the sugar. Set that off to the side there. Calls for the oil. And if you're wondering why I'm using applesauce instead of a full cup and a half of oil, you can, in any baking project, whether it's a store-bought cake mix, homemade cake, whatever, you can substitute applesauce for oil. And it'll make the cake just as rich and moist, and you don't have all that fat in there.
Apples and carrots. I can pretend to be Mr. Ed.
But I'm just using 1 cup of applesauce and a little bit of oil. So, and it even says to add the carrots into it to blend all this up. And that's what I'm going to do. That's a lot of carrots, I tell you. And if you're wondering how many carrots it takes to make 3 cups of shredded, I use 6 medium-sized carrots. And all you have to do is just peel and cut the ends off. And then put them through a food processor or grater. Okay, let's get started on this. Okay, well that right there is beat up. Well, pretty much. Let me get those carrots down and get them blended. Okay. Now, if y'all heard that little beep a minute ago, that was my oven. I've got it preheated to 350 degrees. And if you're wondering what I'm doing, I'm actually mixing my salt and my cinnamon with my flour. That way I don't have to sift it all together and just mix it up with a fork. And you want to add this in batches. Again, this is 2 cups of flour, 2 teaspoons of cinnamon, and 1 teaspoon of salt. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pour a little bit of that in there. Mix it up. Ooh, not too high. Have a flour storm. Pour the last of that in there. There's, hand it over to the happy guinea pig. Okay, I'm going to scrape these sides real quick to make sure I've got everything incorporated. And it looks like I do. Now comes the fun part. Take this off and stir that other stuff in. Okay, clean off my beater here. Okay. Set that right on top of that. Okay, now it says to stir in the pineapple. And that's what I'm going to do here. Go ahead and stir that pineapple in. Okay, got that stirred in. I'll stir in the raisins. Get that off of there. We don't lose none of that goodness. Come on, raisin, get out of there. That's okay, guinea pig. You got more raisins up there to eat on.
Alright, if these break out in the tune, but I guess I better not.
Please don't.
I think everybody knows it has something to do with raisins.
Yeah, from many a year ago. Okay, and now the nuts.
Like them little characters too. They're pretty cool.
Okay, so slide this back. Now, I'm going to make this in a 9 by 13 baking dish. If you want a layer cake, you can put it in 2 9-inch cake pans and bake them. And once those are done, you would slice each layer in half. That would give you a 4-layer cake, and you would put cream cheese icing or frosted in between each layer and on top and the sides. And on this, I'm just going to have icing on the top because it's a whole lot easier for the pig and I to eat a sheet cake than it is to eat those layer cakes. That's a lot of cake. And I'll be honest with y'all, I'm not a cake eater. I'll make them. I love making cakes. I just don't want to eat them. I make them mainly because Pig likes to eat cake.
Uh-huh.
And he likes cookies. And he likes pies.
Junk food junkie. Just can't be too much of one anymore.
This is a little bit of a healthier junk food though. Okay, looks like we about got everything out of there we're going to get out of there. spread that right there. Make sure it evens out on that. Okay. Now we're going to bake this. And I'm sorry I keep looking down at my recipe. Like I said, it's been good 25-30 years since I have made one of these.
Don't know how you come by that.
So I have to kind of look. And baking it at 350 degrees for 55 minutes to an hour. So I'm going to set my timer on mine for 55 minutes. Oops.
Overcharged the mark.
Alright, we got it set for 55 minutes and we'll be back then to check and see if it's done. If not, I'll wait until it is done and bring it out. And I'm going to get this stuff cleaned up here and I'll be making the frosting here in just a few minutes. Alright, we're back and we're going to be making the cream cheese frosting. And for this, you're going to need one 8-ounce package of cream cheese or Newcastle cheese, one stick of butter, both softened to where they're easy to blend. You're going to need 1.5 teaspoons of vanilla extract, vanilla flavoring, and 3.5 to 4 cups of powdered sugar. It's also known as confectioner sugar. Okay, in your mixing bowl, put the cream cheese and the butter. Okay, and the 1.5 teaspoons of vanilla flavoring. That's going to be about a lid and a half. Okay, and there I go making a mess. It never fails for me. Okay, get this up. Then I'm going to start whisking it together. And you're going to want to whisk it until it's creamy. Like I said, I'll tilt that and kind of show you. Ooh, there we go. Kind of cream together a little bit. Kind of hard to show you in this one. I'm going to scrape that butter and cream cheese down. Normally I would be using my beater attachment, but I want this to be really creamy and smooth. So I'm using the whisk attachment. And it seems to be doing a really good job of creaming that. Get that off of there. Okay, lay that on a little towel there. Got that cream together, so now I'm going to start adding my powdered sugar in batches. I'm going to add that and I'm going to scrape it down. Off on there. another scoop. This is going to take me a couple minutes to get this done.
We'll take a break, come back when we're done.
Yeah, let's take a break and come back when I'm done. In just a minute. Okay, I just added the last bit of sugar to this. I'm getting ready to mix it up, and you want to mix it until it's really smooth and creamy. Like I said, that's why I use the whisk attachment on this instead of the beater attachment, make it work better. So I'll lift that back up. Start off slow. Sure I have all that powdered sugar scraped down off the sides, and everything will get incorporated very well. Now, when we made the cake a while ago, we had the nuts that we put in it. If you don't want the nuts in the cake, but you do like the idea of the walnuts, you can always sprinkle them on top of the icing, or frosting, I should say, once you get it on the cake. And if you wonder what I was doing it so I could get the majority of that frosting off of that whisk. I always have to probably get that thing off there. And scrape that bowl. You can see, I mean, that's a nice, thick, smooth frosting. And yeah, I'm going to be nice and tell you how it tastes. Oh, that's good. That's really good. And now I got to go wash my hands. And I'm just waiting on the cake to get done. And when I get it out, let it cool for a minute, I'll frost it up. And we'll taste it and tell you how it tastes. Be back in a little bit. Okay, I'm back, and it's been about 55 minutes. The cake is done. I'm going to let it cool for probably about 15-20 minutes before I put the icing on it. And what I'll do is I'll come back when I put the frosting on it. Let you see how that looks. And we'll do a taste test and see how this tastes.
Already know that icing is real good.
Well, I know this much. If this cake tastes half as good as it smells, oh man, because it smells good.
And looks.
It does. It looks really good. So we'll see here in about 15-20 minutes. Okay, the cake has cooled down enough for me to ice it, frost it, whatever we want to call it. So this is what I'm going to do here. I'm just going to spread this cream cheese frosting on here. And I apologize if I sound nasally. I am fighting allergies or pollen, something. I don't know what's going on. But it's that time of year for me. Seems like spring and fall. I constantly have problems with allergies. That is looking good, ain't it?
Probably could have done a little bit less icing.
A little bit less icing. I'm sorry, icing has to go on the cake.
Yeah.
I know it's sweet. It is good.
It's extremely rich.
That just means we'll be eating smaller pieces and have cake for longer.
True.
But this icing should be enough to, frosting should say be enough to put on a layer cake and go in between the layers and do the top and sides. And if it's not, well, you could always make a second batch, but I'm saying that right there is a lot of frosting. There we go. I have to say, that looks good. Set that off to the side there. And bring my plates over here. Y'all know I'm going to have to taste this. So I'm going to cut just a couple of small pieces. I'm not going to do very big ones. And the reason I'm doing small pieces is because, like I said, this icing is rich. Yeah, that piece right there is the happy guinea pig. Then we're going to have my piece here. Y'all can see that steam coming off. I let it cool, but it's still good and warm inside there. Give guinea pig the knife. I don't know if y'all can see that, but that's what that cake looks like. We see it, guinea pig? Good. Now it's time to taste this and see how this cake tastes. I know what the icing tastes like. We're going to lift the camera up, guinea pig, so we can get a nummy shot. I know you won't eat that cake. Okay, here we go. Oh God, that is so good. I'm not a big carrot cake person, but that is good. Happy Guinea Pig is loving the carrot cake. Well, yeah, that's my carrot cake. That's my cream cheese icing, frosting, whatever you want to call it. It's good. It's rich. But man, it's good.
Got my fork.
I just want to say everybody please have a great day. We're heading into the month of Thanksgiving. Think of everything you're thankful for. And I just want to say, when you see this, you'll probably be either into Thanksgiving or at the beginning of December. But know that I'm thankful for all of y'all. Please like, comment, or leave a question. Subscribe. Share the video. Click on the bell icon so you'll know when I update a new video. Y'all have a great day. Bye, y'all. Bye, y'all.
Where's my fork?